just never knew how to tell you.
I would
Tell
be
me
able
what?
to talk about my life.
Continue what, guys?
I ever loved a lot.
I have two moms.
You want me to say it out loud?
Our son Sean was born in 1968, and he was obviously a very cute little boy. And he grew up to be a very handsome young man. After college, he joined the Army, married Sarah, and gave us a beautiful little grandson, and then gave us the biggest shock of our life. Sean was really a woman trapped in the body of a man, and her new name would be Michaela. I remember when Michaela came out, I was sad for Sarah. I was sad for Mick. They had a little 2-year-old boy, our grandson. But at the end of the evening, the primary reaction that I had was sadness for Michaela, because that's when I learned that she had known that something was different about her literally from her first memory. In preschool, she had played with these other kids, and one of the little girls had long hair, and Michaela remembers wanting long hair. Hard to imagine a child of 7, 8, 9 years old knowing that there was something very, very different about her, and she can't talk to anybody, or at least she feels she can't talk to anybody. That was very sad. When she was approaching puberty, I bought her a couple of books. One was, I referred to it as a plumbing book. It was everything you wanted to know about sex. Michaela later said that that book saved her life. That was the first time that she realized that there was a name for who she was, and it gave her a certain amount of comfort. She knew she was different. She knew there was a struggle ahead, but now she had a name she could put to it. A question that a lot of people ask is, how could you raise a child who was a female as a male and not know it? Weren't there any clues? Didn't you see anything? And the answer to that is, we were clueless. She wants to be called she. Unfortunately, for many, many years, she was a he. And we knew her as a he.
We're on one side of the kitchen. He comes up the steps. I let him go, and he starts staggering all the way across the kitchen in a run, and he picks up speed, and then head first in the wall. So that was Mick's first running.
And it's difficult sometimes when we start talking fast to, in fact, I think I've done it already in this interview once or twice, to slip back and refer to her as he. And when that happens, Michaela gets very upset. I can remember very clearly being in the swimming pool in the backyard with Michaela, and here is this big strapping 6'2", 220-pound guy with his body hair shaved and bright red toenails. And I'm trying to have a casual conversation, but something inside me is saying, this isn't right. But I think that my biggest concern was, would she ever find someone who will love my child? Here I go again. But the good news is that Michaela has found somebody, Melinda, and they are very happy together. The biggest shock was when you realized that Michaela was not Sean in a dress. Michaela was Michaela. Michaela was a different personality. And the result of that is, for her, of course, very liberating. This is the person that has wanted to come out for so long, and it's wonderful that she could do that, finally. And what that triggers, unfortunately for us, is a grieving process. Sean's gone. And it's as though Sean had died. Now Michaela says, you know, just get over it. It's been 5 years. It's time to move on. And I wish I could. But I probably never will. But both Michaela and I want our relationship to continue. And So we're working on that. We're pouring more shared memories in. She's now the president of Pride, which is the nonprofit organization that puts on the annual Pride Parade each year in San Francisco, the Pride events. And I'm extremely proud of her and her activism and her willingness to get out there and do what she can for the GLBT community, gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender community.
Come on, you can do better than that. Happy Pride!
I have a tape of Michaela and Melinda and my wife all together on the float, and I think that's sort of symbolic with regard to what we're trying to do with this relationship. I can't understand people who would stop the love because a child has come out as gay, lesbian, bisexual, or a transgender person. And to me, it's just, you know, life deals you lemons, you make lemonade. Isn't that the old saying? You know, okay, this was a shock, but down deep, it's still the same person. It's my child, and I'm going to love her.